the ball. You're in the 18-minute mark here of this second half. After a scoreless first half, Lady Hawks of Harlingen South score the only goal of this game so far. Contested play over there on the far side of the field. Lady Hawks show the strength to get to that ball first. And we go under 18 minutes left in this ball game. Chaparrals will put it into play. Looking to center that. That's through the defense. Cleared. Now a chance here in front of the goal. Grinham comes over there to get to it. Mallory Grinham for the Lady Hawks. Clears that ball nicely downfield.
Yeah, and it's a smart play there from Granum because she was going to try to dribble past them, but it's better just to clear the ball there. Don't take any chances. You're going to give up possession, but it allows your defense to come back and defend. That
was just a split second from being an open look at the goal for the Chaparrals. Anxious moments there for the Harlingen South faithful. Chaparrals going back on the attack again. That pass a little too far. Tracked down by Jackie Guillen of the Lady Hawks. Ball back at the midfield area. Pressured back in by the Lady Chaps of Austin Westlake. Cleared again by the Lady Hawks. Ahead to Grinham. Caroline Grinham couldn't clear the defense. There's three defenders back there now surrounding Caroline Grinham. This is a different attack. Chance here for the Chaparrals. Can they center this? They misplay the pass. It's behind the trailer.
Yeah, good effort there from Corinne Reiniger there. Trailing back, and right now they moved her to central defensive midfield. So she's playing in front of Caroline Granum and Jackie Guillen, and that's going to be the triangle. That's going to be the base to defend here for the South Lady Hawks, and it played out very well there.
A lot of contact there on that play. Ball in the center of the goal again. Shot right on goal and saved by the Lady Hawks.
And boy, what an effort there from the Lady Chaps. It falls to the feet of the left winger for the Lady Chaps. That's Ditto, and she finds a shot. Just not able to get the power she wanted on that one. But boy, what an effort from Reed Davis to get low and save that one.
Not the first time that Ditto has drifted into that area. She's not marked as she comes through there. There's most likely going to be a little change there. They're not going to allow someone just to stand there and wait for those balls to come to her.
Yeah, that's been 1 or 2, 3 times that she's found herself in a position like that. So that's something that head coach Pedrosa is going to want to address there for the Lady Hawks on their back four.
Lady Hawks with the 1-0 lead. As here we are in the second half of this regional semifinal at the Brownsville Sports Park. Caroline Grinham leaves a pass in the middle. Taken away nicely by the defense of the Chaparrals. Ball taken right back by the Lady Hawks with some spacing and some numbers behind the defense. They'll look to push that forward. It's too far. Gabby Marcus races out to secure the ball.
And it looked like that was Elise Bettis with the shot from distance, or it may have been a cross there. But I'll tell you what, Sandra Lopez for the South Lady Hawks in the midfield did a good job of intercepting the ball, then quickly getting it to the feet of her teammate.
15 minutes left here in this second half as the Westlake Chaparrals go on the attack again. Down the right-hand side. Grinham races over. There's the speed right there showing up on that backside defense. She clears the ball.
Yeah, that's a no-nonsense defending, just clearing the ball, not giving them any opportunities there. But once again, we see the Lady Chaps getting a player on the top of the box, and that's something that the South Lady Hawks are going to have to deal with.
Ball back in the hands of the Lady Hawks. Yeah, uncontested at the midfield area.
The goalkeeper was off her line, so this crowd yelling to Elise Garza to take a shot, but it's always a very difficult shot, I'll tell you, Joe.
That's from midfield area. Yeah. You better be strong.
Yeah. And then you're running full speed and stride, so it was a difficult ask, and it was a good idea for Elise Garza. Just keep possession, and now the South Lady Hawks will be able to get some numbers forward here and try to keep possession and continue to run this clock as we have 14 minutes left in the second half.
Lady Hawks will inbound the ball and push it a little further down. You could be tempted to bring Mallory Grinham back up forward on this. Getting that second goal would be ever so big. However, they keep her back on the defensive end for the ultimate protection of that 1-goal lead.
Yeah.
Caroline Grinham throws it in right into the defense of the Chaparrals. They head it back outside to Grinham. She lets it roll out of bounds.
Well, you know, Joe, we talked about how that one goal could make the difference in this game. So it's part of the strategy that possible the coach for the Lady Hawks feels they can conserve this lead by putting Granum back there.
Lady Hawks on the attack from the right-hand side. Deflected by the Chaparrals, kept in, though, and pressure right now by the Lady Hawks. And, you know, right now, again, there's still a lot of time, but each time you can push for a minute or two on this side of the field, that clock becomes your friend more so than not.
Yeah, definitely. And for the Lady Chaps, the clock will continue to run. We talked about it earlier. When you're down, the clock feels like it's running slower and slower. I mean, when you're winning, it's running slower and slower. And when you're losing, it feels like it's going too fast.
Lady Hawks still pressuring that ball. Staying with it on the offensive end. Up high near the goalie and secured again by Gabby Marcus. Rolls it out. Chaparral's trying to flip it and go on offense in a hurry.
That's great goalkeeping there from Marcus. Quickly getting the ball at the highest point and then setting up her defender in transition to get an attack going.
Lady Chaparrals bring it back across the midfield area. Just joining us, Mallory Grenham's goal here in the second half has been the difference maker as the Harlingen South Lady Hawks lead this one by the score of 1-0. Now a little break in the action as one of the players is shaken up just a bit. We'll take a break. We'll keep it on the cameras. You'll not miss a thing.
And you ride on my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You brought my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I liked it love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and fooled me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
For the hottest deals, go to Mi Casa Furniture.
Save at Mi Casa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica, Brownsville.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Back here on Rio Sports, I'm Joe Bowling. Eric Medrano joins me at the Brownsville Sports Park. Free kick coming up for the Chaparrals. That's defended by the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South, who have a 1-0 lead as we are at the 11:38 left here in this game. In regulation, at least, that is. And now a lot of contact there on that play. And that'll bring out a card, our first card of the game, Eric.
Yeah, the first card of the game. And, you know, for the defender, it was just getting there a bit late. So she's going to have to be substituted here. And the player down is going to be Granum. But yeah, it's just a bit of a knock there. You know, when you're trailing, trying to get back to defend sometimes, it's unfortunate, but it happens.
Caroline Grenham was knocked to the ground. We'll take a quick break. We'll keep the cameras rolling, but the clock has stopped. We're in the second half of this regional semifinal. And score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for zero money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Fans mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Real Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Real Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes.
Back here, play resumes in the second half of this regional semifinal. Harlingen South Lady Hawks, Caroline Grinham was shaken up. She walked off under her own power. We expect her to be back in this ball game, I would say, in a very short span of time. Ball now belongs to the Chaparrals of Austin Westlake. And looking for some speed that time. The goalie comes out. They'll call that play dead before anyone touches the ball. Eric, what happened there?
Yeah, that's going to be the offsides call there as the Lady Chaps player there. Just a hint to offsides. They're just going a bit too eager to get there. She found herself in the loudest space, but Granham was chasing back there. So, nonetheless, it was going to be a good opportunity there for the Lady Chaps. But offsides is the call.
Needed the extra space, needed the extra step, and just gambled, tried to get there because Grenham was on the dead run after the ball. Nearing 10 minutes remaining here in this regional semifinal in regulation. Harlingen South with the only goal of the game right now as Mallory Grenham found the net at the 22:50 mark here in this second half. So far, that's been it on the scoreboard. The early game had Lake Travis winning 3-0, so it's been shutout soccer played thus far here on the day. Lady Hawks just keep the ball in the middle of the field. We're under 10 minutes now left in this ball game. Chaparrals tried to push it forward on the offensive end, and right now they have more defenders back than what they had to start this half. After the Lady Hawks scored that goal. Chaparrals now go on the attack from the far side of the field. Hackney defended well. Will have to throw it in. Lofts it up, easily defended back there. You talked about Jackie Guillen, but the ball's still alive. Diving play, and now a shot on goal for Westlake. We're all tied up at 1 apiece.
Boy, Joe, and the Lady Chaps capitalized on that mistake there. Unable to clear the ball as one of the defenders for the Lady Hawks, and Reed Davis gets a hand on it, but it spills into the top of the box, and it's open net there, and a good effort there from the Lady Chaps to just put it on target, and that's the goal here, the equalizer here with the last 10 minutes, and as we said earlier, you don't want to let up, you don't want to have a mental mistake, and it seemed like maybe that's what happened here for the Lady Hawks.
9:08 remaining in the game and regulation, and now nothing decided, all even at 1 apiece. And now if you're Harlingen South, well, watch what happens with Mallory Grenham. They had moved her back into a defensive position after taking a 1-0 lead. Caroline Grenham checks back in the game, tries to get to this ball first. Olympia Walker beats her to the spot, gets it out of bounds. Do you keep Grenham back defensively, Eric, or do you now push her forward on the attack?
Well, it seems like the coach is going to go ahead and decide to keep them back defensively for these last 8 minutes because it's a tie right now. So you don't want to give up that last goal. At least that's how maybe he feels right now. But if it was me, I would put her up front. I would like to see that speed and the chemistry that the two sisters have going forward, for the last 8 minutes. But a lot on the line here, Joe. We still got, 8 minutes left and a possibility of overtime. So yeah, you want to go conservative here or you want to go aggressive. So it looks like we might be going conservative.
Grenham throws it in. Lady Hawks trying to get a shot on goal, but nothing doing. Cleared out by the Westlake defense, and now the Chaparrals will try to space the field. Bring it up across to the offensive end. Good pass. Tracked down by Annika Friedel. She's marked, though, by the defense of Mallory Grenham. Ball back to the center of the field area. Still on the defensive end for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Centering pass there. Headed out by Grenham. Stays in play, though. Ball now on the far side of the field. Racing over there, getting there first is the Chaparrals. That's Maddie Dawson. Dawson looks to center. Gets a good pass out, a better pass. Right on goal and a save.
What a save there from Reed Davis, right in the right place at the right time, diving to the right-hand side, catching it with their chest there. And, right there, once again, it's South just letting up there and giving opportunities with these second chances with the ball rolling in the favor of the Lady Chaps. But, boy, give credit to the Lady Chaps and the effort that they've given since going 1-0 down.
It's a natural letdown on the Harlingen South side that you gave up a goal. But you can't let down enough to allow this goal. Chaparrals still trying to press the issue on the offensive end. Good pass to Ryan Ditto. Better pass forward, but easily secured there as it rolls forward to the goalie for the Lady Hawks. Under 7 minutes to go here in regulation. Caroline Grinham races between two defenders, gets a shot away, got knocked to the ground. The official will make a call. What's the call here, Eric?
It looks like it's outside of the box, so it might be a free kick here, but looks like he's actually going to call a goal kick here for the Lady Chaps. And it seemed like Granham just tried to get a shot on there, but the official deeming it there's no contact there, so it's going to be the Lady Chaps ball here. And right now we're also seeing the South Lady Hawks, and Granham's actually going to go forward now, Joe. So she's going to be joining her sister here with these last 5 or 6 minutes in the game, as they're going to go back with the back four here. It's another opportunity here for the Lady Chaps.
That's out across the goal area, kept alive for a moment. Ball stays alive for the Chaparrals. They'll try to center this, and they do with a great pass right on goal, secured again by the Lady Hawks.
Oh boy, Joe, I'll tell you what, Reed Davis is having an excellent outing here today at the Brownsville Sports Park right there, catching it at the highest point, and just before that, clearing the ball from the danger with that opportunity that the Lady Chaps had.
Chaps get back defensively. Grenham is back there on the offensive end for the Lady Hawks. Nearing the 5-minute mark here of the second half. All the scoring has happened here in the second half of this one. 5 minutes remaining. And a 1-1 game. Ball goes out of bounds. Eric Madrano, I'm Joe Bowling with you as we are bringing you the coverage of this. Our score camera is dancing down the line where our battery may go. You may lose the score for just a moment, but I'll have that back up and running in a fly. If not, we'll change it up should we get into overtime. And right now, it's appearing, though, overtime could be a realistic thing here. But 4 minutes left. Two teams capable of scoring on any given possession. Lady Hawks get it to the middle of the field. Get it back on the offensive end. Lady Chaps back there. We'll go under 4 minutes left as they'll clear it back to the middle of the field. Chaps now push it downfield to Huang. Huang races over, guarded by Guillen. Guillen touches that ball, and out of bounds it goes. They'll say that Huang touched it last.
Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick here for the South Lady Hawks, and clock continues to roll here, and you can feel the urgency from both of these teams in this last 10 minutes, and of course, still tied here. But I'll tell you what, Joe, you talked about the possibility of overtime. Well, it's been an evenly matched matchup today, so an overtime would be awesome, to see because both teams have really showed the effort in today's game, deservingly so.
Grenham with some great dribbling, gets past one defender, muscles through a second defender. Then the third defensive wave gets there. You can see more and more defenders are back now for the Lady Chaparrals. They did this a lot in the first half, and then they could snap their fingers with two passes and being in a position to score, which is the dangerous part of the way this team plays it when you're trying to defend. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second half. Lady Hawks will clear that in the stands. Lady Hawks of Harlingen South had a 1-0 lead. The equalizer scored at the 9:08 mark here of the second half. Everyone, our score can't. Now I can change that battery. Clock continues to run here.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in this game, that's going to be off the Lady Chaps player. So it'll be a goal kick here for South as they look to get one more opportunity as this clock continues to roll in the second half. Earlier, there was a foul called against the Lady Hawks there on the other end, and it was a good opportunity for the Lady Chaps from their own back line to get across in the final third, but it goes out of bounds in the end.
Get that score clock fixed here. Just going to have to hold on to the camera, I believe. Minute 27 left here.
And here we see both teams just trying to get one last opportunity to break the tie here. And it's Reiniger getting it to the right-hand side. And that's going to be Granum in the right there in possession. She's able to get the ball once again.
Minute 5 left here in the ball game. Lady Hawks led 1-0. Lady Chaparrals evened it up. And all I did was change a battery, Eric, and you'd think I sent the camera flying across the room.
And a good job there by Reiniger just to track back and get the ball out of bounds. But it's going to be one last opportunity here for the Lady Chaps as we have 30 seconds left here.
Ball back in the hands of Grenham. 20 seconds remaining here in the second half in regulation. Chaps have it. They're heading to overtime right now, and that's what it appears what's going to happen. 8 seconds to go in the second half of play. And that takes us to the end of regulation, all tied up at 1 apiece. Eric Medrano and I will rejoin this after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Back here as we are in overtime now at this regional semifinal of the Class 6 level. Got some of that scoreboard situation fixed. I still haven't got it completely fixed, but Eric, it'll work for right now. South Hawks will be defending the goal to the right side. And a corner kick coming up for the Chaparrals. 10 minutes goes by so fast here in these halves in overtime. Right in the center. Nice centering pass. Ball still in the face of the goal of the Lady Hawks. Chaparrals continue to press with the ball. Headed over the goal. Out of bounds it goes.
And boy, Joe, did we see some opportunities there for the Lady Chaps as it fell to the feet off the goal kick from it fell to the feet of Hackney off the goal kick from Ditto, and Hackney just unable to control it, but it falls to her teammate, that's Dawson, and Dawson just not able to wrap her foot around it and get it on target, and she mishits that one, so it was cleared, but then they were able to whip another cross in and get another opportunity, but it's off the head of a Lady Chap player, and now the South Hawks, Lady Hawks will have an opportunity here.
Had a fan ask about if we're going to broadcast the Brownsville Veterans game. This will be the only soccer game we get today. We are funded for 3. I'm going to do this one, and we'll get 2 championship games in tomorrow. And so we're waiting to see how it plays out. Grenham marked nicely on the defense by the Chaparrals. That's probably the strongest defense we've seen played by any Chaparral player, and isolated one-on-one with Grenham.
Yeah, it was Olympia Walker coming up big, the captain, the defender there, and getting the ball away from Granham, and now the Lady Chaps are enjoying some possession.
Ball loose. Now Grenham gets to it. Can she? Can't out-muscle the defense there. South Hawks trying to set up something on the offensive end. Now they'll have to clear it defensively, and they do so nicely. Middle, Grenham showed no indication she was going to try to outrace Ellie Dawson back for that ball, and you could see those tired legs.
Yeah, and you could hear this crowd cheering her on, but it was quite a way to go, and we're in overtime, so yeah, you might feel that on the legs as this game continues to go.
Chaparral's back on the attack from the right side, Ali Huang.
Boy, what a nice tackle there from Guillen. They're getting a foot on that one to displace Wang, but now it's going to be a Lady Chaps throw-in and an opportunity here on the final third for the Westlake Lady Chaps.
And we've seen this Lady Chap team get opportunities in a hurry set up. That's a errant pass. Wide shot goes to the right side.
Yeah, it was a good clearance there from the Lady Hawks, but that's not one thing you want to do is clearing it into the middle. Basically, as you say in football, the teeth of the defense right there. It was a great opportunity there offensively for the Lady Chaps.
That was an open look at the goal, really. First overtime period here. We will play 2 10-minute halves in overtime. That's how the UIL soccer setup is on the girls' side. Regardless if there's a goal here, it's not sudden death.
Yeah, no, not sudden death. It's going to be the 2 10 minutes. They'll be able to play it out. And if not, we'll have the possibility of penalties.
And then hold on to your hat there. We've seen some great goalkeeping from both of these keepers here today.
Yeah, and it all starts in the back with the 2 goalkeepers in Reed Davis and Gabby Marcus. And the back 4 for both teams playing exceptionally well today. Of course, each team giving up 1 goal, but it's not been the story so far. They've been very stout defensively for both teams.
Opportunity here for the Lady Hawks. That shot is on goal, but it's saved.
And good effort there from Elise Garza, but just not getting enough power on that one. Once again, she goes to the near post and not challenging the goalkeeper Marcus on that one.
Lady Hawks still playing defense. Lady Chaps now have it on the offensive end. This is Huang. Huang right down the middle, unmarked yet. Gets a pass away, shot on goal, just goes wide.
What a save by Reed Davis there. It seems like maybe she got a paw on that one, but no, she did not. But boy, what an effort there from the Lady Chaps. And it was the central attacking midfielder there, Wang, with lots of space, and she finds her teammate just getting a shot on goal. And boy, that could have broken up the deadlock, Joe.
In overtime, circle that one as one of the bigger plays that just missed for either team as the Lady Chaps tried to gain the lead for the first time. Lady Chaps still on offense as the Lady Hawks can't clear it. Huang now has the ball, looks to center it again, does so. That shot goes wide. Picked off there by the goalkeeper, Reed Davis, and she'll finally clear the ball to the midfield area, looking for Mallory Grenham. Lots of defense back there amongst her. Lady Hawks, though, still managed to at least get it over the midfield area. Back it comes on the offensive end for the Chaps. Each team exchanges possession now. We're in overtime in this regional semifinal. Grenham gets past the defense of Metale. Passes it far right-hand side. Garza gets to it. She looks to center. Gets it out near there. Caroline Grenham gets knocked to the ground. A lot of contact there, but no call. Lady Hawks now get the ball punched forward right on goal, and that's an actual save made at the goal.
Yeah, and right on the right place at the right time is Gabby Marcus. They're not being fooled or surprised there, but nice idea there from Stephanie Torres for the South of the Hawks.
Trying to use a little touch that time to get that over the goalkeeper. Lady Hawks back defensively once again.
You know, Joe, as we're seeing the Lady Chaps in possession here, you mentioned in the last 2 sequences, Wang, as we're going to see her in possession here. She's the creative midfielder, and she's going to go ahead and lose possession there. But she's the creative midfielder there, so she's going to be like the quarterback. She's going to try to create these opportunities there. And earlier we saw her with too much space. And if you're the coach for the Lady Hawks, you want to make sure she does not have that space to create those passes for her teammates.
Lady Hawks of Harlingen South had a 1-0 lead. Grenham, who scored that goal, had the ball for a moment, taken away. Elise Garza had that ball taken away just then. Well, I got fans calling on our 800 number. I know they're calling to ask about the Brownsville Veterans game. No, that will not be broadcast here today. Should they win, we have a chance to getting up there to broadcast that game at Cabinets Field tomorrow. Stoppage in play, at least on the action side. Now they'll throw it in for the Lady Hawks. That one out of bounds off of Harlingen South. Westlake on a throw in. Now find it to Huang. Huang goes on the attack. Has a trailer on her right-hand side. Has some spacing. Huang dribbling it past the defense. Nice tackle made as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and I was telling you, Joe. Well, if you're the Lady Chaps, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to find Wang in some space there so she can get the ball out to her teammates. But that time she calls her own number. But on the same token, if you're the Lady Hawks, you do not want to give her that space right there. She had lots of space there and lots of time, but in the end, she ran out of real estate there to get her shot off.
Nearing the 1 minute mark left here in this first overtime. Lady Hawks put it in play. Lady Chaps now go on the attack. Headed back out by the defense of Harlingen South. They are bunched up there in the middle of the field. Deep on the lower third for Harlingen South. Ball to the middle of the field. Lady Chaps there to retain possession. Under a minute to go here in the first overtime. Lady Hawks can't clear it out. Now they will. From that far side of the field with spacing to the right side. They'll try to center it right on goal, past the goalkeeper. No one there to cover on the rebound. Still 20 seconds left here in overtime. Harlingen South trying to set up something offensively. Nice dribbling. Now a centering pass, but it rolls to the goalie. Good chance there for Sarah Grace Garza.
Yeah, only a freshman, and she does a good job of dribbling past a couple of defenders there.
Lady Champs defended out, and the first overtime half is in the books. Still tied at 1 apiece.
Fans mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Real Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Real Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium, May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for zero money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack. Includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Go ahead and bring it back here as we head into the second half of overtime, still tied at 1 apiece. And Austin Westlake, do you change your strategy here now, Eric, with 10 minutes left to defend or to attack in your season in some cases?
Yeah, it's tough because a lot is on the line. It's a regional semifinal at a shot for the regional title tomorrow. So, you want to stay conservative. You want to continue to do what you've been doing throughout this game. You don't want to give up, especially for the Lady Chaps, you don't want to give up that speed in the back line and give up a late opportunity there. And, well, for the South Lady Hawks, it's want to continue doing so much of the same defensively, staying compact and really just keeping their shape and defending well against the Lady Chaps, who are able to get some passes going. So we'll see if they're able to achieve that here in the second half of overtime.
Pushes the game further along. Any tired legs are not going to get much rest. There's not much time to wait as you get set between this first and second overtime period. Harlingen South, though, with an errant pass, have an opportunity down that right side. Good defense, though, played by Ellie Dawson, getting back for Austin Westlake. Lady Hawks of Harlingen South had the 1-0 lead and got 9 minutes and 8 seconds away from putting it away. and punching their ticket to the regional finals. Austin Westlake found that equalizer. Now Westlake with some spacing, work the ball to the lower third against the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and they'll easily secure that on the goal.
Yeah, and right there you could see with Ditto, it was a nice idea there, great pass, but it just wasn't executed the way she probably would have wanted.
Lady Hawk player is down, and you're starting to see some cramping, I believe, in some of these players, and that's expected, Eric, when you've played this long out here at this intense level.
Yeah, and of course at the noon kickoff, although it was a little fresher than usual around this time of day, but still, you're running out there. These young ladies are putting it all on the line out there running, and so tired legs taking a toll.
Well, they intend to one of the players. We'll take a quick break.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here as we are set to resume play in this second overtime. Harlingen South and Austin Westlake in this girls regional semifinal from the Brownsville Sports Park on a Friday afternoon. The winner will take on Lake Travis tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right back here on this pitch. Clock has started. The goalkeeper puts the ball in play for the Lady Hawks of Harlingen South. Caroline Grinham has a little spacing. Sends it over on the far side of the field. Looks to get it back. Pass a little too far out of her reach. She will race to the back line. Ball touched by the Lady Hawks last, and so the Chaps will have it. 7:25 and counting here in this now the ball game. As we'll go from here to penalty kicks, Eric Medrano.
Yeah, and you'll see the sense of urgency from both of these teams, especially with the 7 minutes left in this game. Something's got to give. But right there on that last play, got to give credit to Walker, the defender for the Lady Chaps, just letting the ball roll, a smart play, and not giving an opportunity for South.
Lady Hawks looking to get something centered here on this play. Will center it just past Grenham. I don't think she expected that ball to get there as the ball went sailing past her. Lady Hawks again look to center. This time, work it from the right wing. Shot on goal, secured.
Great goalkeeping play there from Gabby Marcus, reading it well. You could see her eyes just following the ball there as Torres found herself with lots of space there, and it just seemed like she needed to whip the cross in a bit farther to Granham on the far post, but she was unable to do so there. But boy, what a nice sequence there from the South Lady Hawks.
Westlake pushed the ball down on the offensive end, and coming out to make a play, Reed Davis, who's been busy for the Harlingen South Lady Hawks.
Yeah, and right there was Ali Wang. Really
Here's Grenham. One chance here. Got past the defender. Got past the second. Grenham. Now a whistle blows just as Grenham had cleared the defense.
Yeah, and the crowd not liking the call because she could have had the advantage there. But for the match official, to be fair, she was surrounded by some Lady Chaps, so he wasn't expecting that. But he did call the foul, so now the Lady Hawks will have an opportunity here to whip a cross in.
And in this case, defensively, if you know I'm the last person that's going to get beat, it may not be such a bad play to reach out and commit that infraction.
Yeah, definitely.
Ball in play by the Lady Hawks into traffic now. No spacing for Grenham. Caroline Grenham comes out with it. Lady Hawks, though, can't set up a shot opportunity out of that. Ball goes out on the far side of the field, and so the Lady Hawks will have to throw it in. Boy, that was just a missed chance right there. Grenham had the goalie to beat after that.
Yeah, definitely.
Throw in now by Caroline Grenham. Played defensively by Austin Westlake. A little too far on the pass. Grinham now has it again. Caroline Grinham looking for some spacing, looking to center. Now the ball out of the goal, and a goal for the Lady Hawks. 4:53 to go. That may send them to the finals.
And it's Elise Garza getting to the her foot on that one and burying it in the back of the net. And, you know, it was just a speculative cross there from the left-hand side, and Garza did a good job of not giving up on the play. The goalkeeper just a bit surprised on that one, getting a paw on that one, but it just rolls in favor of the Lady Hawks, and it was a tap-in in the end for the Lady Hawks.
They go absolutely nuts in the stands on the Harlingen South side of things as Elise Garza with the goal.
And Joe, you know who whipped that cross in? It was Mallory Granham who whipped that cross in, and it wasn't dealt with by the defense, and that was the problem there. But credit to Elise Garza staying alive there and keeping her head in the game and just tapping that one in the end.
Under 5 minutes remain. Lady Hawks now with another lead. Second time in this game they've led. This time it's in overtime. Clock running, 4:40 remaining as the Chaparrals will go on intense offensive pressure now. Work the ball middle of the field. Mallory Grinham gets it, clears it out to Caroline Grinham. Caroline, her job right now to get that ball downfield, take some time off the clock. Lady Hawks do that nicely. Now they spread the field on the far side, looking to center this. Ball deep, though, on the lower third. Caroline Grinham racing back, bangs into a player. Chaps keep control. Westlake back on the offensive end, now on the attack. Good pass, middle of the field. Lady Hawks are right there defensively to cover that, and it goes out of bounds on the near side of the field.
Yeah, and right there you saw Wang and the ability that she has to pick a pass there, and it was just led a bit too far for the two forwards there.
Ball goes back out of bounds again. Under 4 minutes to go. If you're defending a one-goal lead, that clock will not run. If you're trying to get that equalizer now, it's going by at a blistering pace. Lady Hawks will inbound the ball on a throw-in, and now cleared out to the middle of the field. Grinham races over there. Caroline Grinham heads it back across. Picked off there by a Lady Chap, and here comes Austin Westlake looking to attack. Grinham gets it again, though. Good pass right side to Garza. Is her goal the one that sends her team into the regional finals? 3:15 to decide that as the ball gets back to the goalkeeper for the Chaparrals. Ball forward to the midfield area. Lady Hawks playing defense at the 3-minute mark. Ball alive, contested by both teams. Exchange is made. Down the sideline, kept in play, and it rolls out of bounds. That's touched last by the Chaparrals. It'll be Harlingen South ball. Lady Hawks to throw it in. Championship game is set for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's an errant pass, out of bounds. Chance here for the Chaparrals with a deep throw. They can be on the offense in a hurry. Headed back out of bounds by the Lady Hawks. The defense doing what they need to do right now, Eric Medrano.
Yeah, that's doing exactly what they need to do. Really just be man marking, really, and making sure that the Lady Chaps don't feel comfortable in possession, and also keeping their shape, staying disciplined on their back line, and not getting too far stretched out.
Lady Chaparrals will throw it in. They had to track down the ball. We're near the 2-minute mark here in this second overtime. Lady Hawks bunching defenders around the ball, keeping a wave of defenders back near the goal crease, and just playing stifling defense right now on Austin Westlake. Caroline Grinham now right in the mix of the defense. Ball cleared back near the goal area for Austin Westlake. Minute 40 to go here in this ball game in the second overtime. Good pass forward. Headed back out by Guillen. Lady Hawks, again, doing what they have to do defensively now to protect this one-goal lead. Grinham has it. Takes some contact. Ball still open in the midfield area. Played by the Lady Hawks to the left side. That goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. Nearing the minute mark. Ball back in play by the Chaparrals. Cleared again by the defense of the Lady Hawks, which now the defense has moved further away from the goal area. They're just marking that ball right now, Eric.
Yeah, they're going to swarm the ball and make sure that none of the Lady Chaps have enough time in possession to create anything. As right there, you're going to go to see a clearance once again, and it's going to be off one of the Lady Chap players.
Less than a minute left here in this second overtime. Lady Hawks will throw it in. Nothing back there but defense for the Lady Chaps, and not much there. Will they pull their goalkeeper? It appears they will not. 37 seconds left here. Ball kept alive by the Lady Chaps, now cleared out back to the midfield area. This is right where the Lady Hawks would like to keep the ball. Their defense just sticking on the ball. Right now, a clearing pass to the right side. Chance here for the Chaps from that right wing. Cleared by Brenham. She'll steal it, keep it alive for the Lady Hawks. 17 seconds remain. Brenham down the right side. Ball back outside now and out of bounds. 10 seconds to go, and that defensive play right there is probably going to win the deal.
Yeah, solid effort there from Granham.
3, 2, 1, regional finals. Here they come. The Lady Hawks, the Harlingen South, knock off Austin Westlake 2-1 in overtime. What a game, Eric Medrano.
Yeah, what a game, Joe. And it was very evenly matched. Both teams really going out after it today. And it was a nice response from the Lady Chaps. But in overtime, the South Lady Hawks showed the character they had to really get that second goal of the game. And it was a nice effort in the end from Granham to get a cross in. And it was Elise Garza with the difference in the end.
2-1, your final score. What a ball game here in this one as they head to the sidelines. That means we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for a girls' championship game at the Brownsville Sports Park. That'll do it for our broadcast. We want to thank you again for joining us. We have to get cleaned up here and get down for the softball game tonight. We're going to try to get the internet set up at Port Isabel. That has been a chore thus far. But the final score here, 2-1 in overtime. They are celebrating in Harlingen. Our thanks to all the viewers who tuned in for this one. Reminding you tomorrow morning about 9:45, we'll go on with the pregame show. We'll be right back here for the girls semifinals. We'll also eyeballing some additional coverage. We have the ability to cover 2 more games at the soccer level, and we're putting our eggs in the basket that tomorrow we'll have a second championship game, whether it's here, whether it's at Cabinets Field, whether it's in McAllen. We'll try to cover a second game as well. Eric, final thoughts?
Well, it was a hard-fought battle today and this afternoon for the Brownsville Sports Park. And, credit to the Lady Chaps really getting that equalizer and fighting back. But it was the Harlingen South and the resilience that they showed with the great defensive effort and getting forward with the counterattack. It was the difference of the game today.
From the Brownsville Sports Park, we thank the Brownsville School District. We thank Austin Westlake for allowing us to broadcast the game, and we thank the Sports Park for providing us a spot to do it. I'm Joe Bowling for Eric Medrano, for Bert Ruiz on the camera down there among the crazy fans who are going nuts for Harlingen South. Until next time, so long. SportsLive.com as tonight we come to you from the arena in Hidalgo as we get set for the RGV Dorados in arena football action against the Texas Power. Dorados coming off a couple of losses in a row. We're trying to get back on the winning column. Texas Power coming out of the Dallas, Texas area are trying to roll into town and knock off the Dorados here on a Saturday night. Crowd still coming into this game. We've already seen the arrival of the Texas Power. They'll be in the black or the dark blue uniforms with the orange trim. And the Dorados team is still back in the locker room. We'll wait for the arrival of them to come back out onto the field. Bert Ruiz is on the camera tonight. We also have additional cameras in play as we are getting set for the RGV Dorados as they make their arrival here onto the field. Fans watching out there, give us a shout where you're watching from. Be sure if you're on our social media to share the link on Facebook. Those of you on our YouTube channel as well, subscribe to our channel and help get the word out to other fans who may not be aware of this broadcast going on. We are Rio Sports Live. We are coming to you live from the arena in Hidalgo, Texas. The scheduled 7:30 kickoff, so we are just a little bit behind as far as that goes. And they bring out the Dorados one by one. Darren Daniel, quarterback, will be on the field first. And here comes the other captains for the team as they are arriving on the field tonight 50-yard field. If you're unfamiliar with the playing style of the Dorados and indoor football, it's a 50-yard field. It's shortened on the sidelines compared to the traditional 100-yard field. There is an end zone, although it's even trimmed off on the outside edges on the backside. And there are field goal uprights in place for extra point kicks. Touchdown, 6 points. Extra point is a single point through the uprights. If you kick it, you go for 2. You can run it or pass the ball into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Team continues to be introduced to the crowd on hand. And again, Bert Ruiz is trying to catch them as they come out of the tunnel, each one by one.
Number 88, Darian.
Dorados were originally not scheduled to be back here at home until May the 5th. But a scheduling change for the Texas Power allowed this game to come into play. And so the crowd that's on hand here will be entertained to some arena football here on a Saturday night. Appreciate you all joining us for our broadcast. Take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you set for even more. I'll keep the cameras on. You'll be able to see the players as they come out on the field. This is Rio Sports Live.
And every sport, a veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Fans mark the calendar for May the 5th for exciting football action from Mercedes as Rio Sports Live presents NFL flag football action in Turf Wars 2019. See the future stars from the area in tournament competition live on Rio Sports Live from the Mercedes Tiger Football Stadium May the 5th. Coaches, sign your team up today and be a part of the show for just $75 a team. Sponsored in part by Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Register your team today or call 956-536-7185. Turf Wars, NFL flag football from Mercedes. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, check out this 2014 Hyundai Elantra GT. This car is loaded with a leather interior, satellite radio, Bluetooth, and it's yours today for zero money down and $175 a month. That's right, no money down. Drive away today, just $175 a month. Or feel the power of this 2016 Dodge Challenger. This includes the RT Scat Pack, includes navigation, satellite radio, a reverse camera, an Alpine stereo system. Practically new with just 31,000 miles, powered by a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi engine. This today on the lot at $33,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Back here at the arena in Hidalgo, Texas, as they've had the introduction of the two teams, they make their way over to the sidelines. Dorados will be in the white uniforms with the gold helmets, and the Texas Power will be in the dark uniforms with the orange trim as we are getting closer to the opening kickoff. Team captains will meet out in the center of the field. Darren Daniel, the quarterback tonight for the Dorados, also accompanied by Adonis Cruz. And also out there with him is Nathaniel Dunn. On the flip side, Richard Atkins, one of the captains tonight, Brenton Liggins, also a captain for the Texas Power. So the Texas Power will take the football in their hands to start this ball game off, as they win the coin toss and elect to get their hands on the football. A lot of times in arena football, that's what you're looking for, is a chance to score some points in a hurry. We talked things over with the head coach, Benny King, during our shows the last couple of weeks, and he talks about it from a defensive perspective. If you can get 3 stops in arena football, you like your chances in winning the football game. And there's multiple possessions in this game, meaning that 3 stops doesn't sound like a lot. But in arena football, there's a lot of scoring involved when it comes right down to it. You keep the turnovers to a minimal, knock down the penalties, and you can move the football in a hurry
This game is presented by Ranch
in these confined conditions.
Cowboy Burger, located in Mission, Mexico. Also now
50-yard field, the sidelines. The only time it's really out of bounds is when a player has made contact with another and they hit the board at the same time, or if you reach the football over the edge of the sideline, then the ball is ruled as out of bounds. 15 minutes on the clock as we get set for the opening kickoff here. And the RGV Dorados about ready to put this ball into play. Here to start this game.
Dorado fans, let's stand up and make some noise!
Fans on their feet making some noise as we get set for the opening kickoff, and
Kickoff time!
we are ready to go. Richard Atkins tees up the football for the Dorados. And sit back and enjoy it here on a Saturday night as we bring you live coverage. Before that, they had one more piece of groundwork to be done. They got the last piece of equipment off the field, and we're ready to go. Kickoff is underway, and it's going to be a deep kick. Fielded back in the end zone, and they'll bring it out across the 5-yard line to the 10 to the 15. Nice move made at the 20-yard line, and then the tackle is made. A lot of hard hitting, staying on their feet and running a little further down the line. A good return for Javion Brewer. And Brewer showed some strength on that play. First down coming up for the Texas Power. Take a look at the Power. Richard Atkins listed as their quarterback. We'll see if he gets the start. Have a couple players listed that might be able to run that spot, but Atkins right now is shown as the starter, and he will line up as the quarterback to start this ball game. Starts out with a 3-receiver set, one onto the right-hand side. That's Terrence Cooper. 2 receivers out to the left side on this first down play. Fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Texas Power as Devin Godbilt is able to get his hands on the ball, but it brings up second down for the Texas Power. First possession of the ball game. Reminding you fans, we have additional broadcasts coming tomorrow as throughout the day we'll have the RGV Coaches Basketball Association Annual All-Star Game. Second down for the Texas Power. Out of a shotgun, Atkins sends a man in motion, looks back to throw, wants it all down the left-hand side and overthrows his man. Looking for Javion Brewer. Incomplete pass brings up second down for the Texas Power. Make that a third down play after that fumble on first down. So third down coming up for the Texas Power. That's where you can pin your ears back and come back after the quarterback. Dorados set up for the play. Pitch out, left-hand side. Nice move made, a little room on the left side, and then suddenly it is shut down. Devin Godbilt on the carry. 2 players over there in a hurry for the Dorados. And it brings up fourth down. Dorados defense trying to get a stop on the first possession of this game. On first down, Texas Power bring the ball up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's make some
Shotgun formation for the quarterback, which is Richard Atkins. Drops back to throw. Here comes the rush. Rushes to the right-hand side. Now he gets rid of the pass. It's deflected, incomplete. Pressure that time by Solomon Solano. And the defense for the Dorados gets a stop on the first possession of the ball game. And will turn the ball over to the offense of the Dorados with a chance to score the game's first points. And Darren Daniel and company will enter the field. And we'll get things rolling here to start this offense off on the right track. Daniel, the quarterback, we had him on our show earlier this week. A good visit. Lines up under center. Sends a man in motion on the right-hand side. 2 receivers out to the left as well. Now sends a man in motion. That's Arvin Jackson from that left slot. Dropping back to throw. Daniel, right side, completed pass inside the 20-yard line and stretching forward. Kevin Short on the catch. And it brings up a second down. You can't get first downs in this league, as there is a 10-yard marker, and it is, although it's a short field and a 50-yard margin from goal line to goal line, you do have the 10 yards for a first down, as traditional football would rule. Darren Daniel on second down and short. A lot of plays you can run from here. Jackson goes in motion. Daniel wants to throw, dropping back, throws it in the end zone, and he has a man, but it's picked off. In the end zone, an interception, and the Texas Power come up with a pick. They'll stop play there as there's celebration for the Texas Power. And so the interception gives the ball to the Texas Power. They'll bring their offense back on the field. We talked about that with the head coach of the Dorados during our show, and he was talking to us that he wanted to make sure that his players understood turnovers just not something they want to deal with. They want to cause some turnovers if possible. They certainly don't want to be turning it over. First down play. Second time the offense is on the field. Atkins under center, drops back to throw the ball, hands it off, and that goes nowhere as the Dorados smother that running play. Drive the ball carrier back for a loss of a yard, and second down coming up for the Texas Power. Wherever you're watching this game from, be sure you send a shout out. It's always neat to see where fans are watching the game from as they're tuning in on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure you pass that word along on Facebook. Just share the link. That seems to be the quickest way we get fans on board to watch these games. Follow our page, like our page while you're there, but share the link while you're watching the game on the Facebook side of things. Second down, pressure comes. Getting away from the pressure, now getting the ball deep downfield. That's going to be up for grabs and incomplete. Great job that time by Richard Atkins to elude the rush. And then threw it about 45 yards on the dead run in the direction of Javian Brewer. Brings up third down, and the Dorados defense can pin their ears back here now. And possibly pressure Richard Atkins yet again. They nearly had him on that last drive. He brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. On this second down or third down play. Fumble on the play, and that's going to be picked up by Atkins, and he is clearly upset with the fact that the center exchange not in his favor. He managed to hang on to the football, prevent the turnover, and so now as the Texas Power talk things over in the huddle, they'll have fourth down. Atkins brings him up to the line. 2 receivers right side, another receiver out to the left-hand side here in this first quarter play. Drops back, quick swing pass, right-hand side. Caught by Brewer, made one man miss, makes another. Now he's got some room at the midfield stripe, takes it across, got a first down, and moves the chains for the Texas Power, yards after the catch. Brewer on a nice carry after a short pass completion. And the Texas Power get out of the shadows of their own end zone with a chance here now. Dropping back to throw is Atkins. Looks right side. That's going to be a completed pass near the 10-yard line. Quick hit delivered over there by Joe Mason. But a catch secured by Chris Miller. Close to the first down marker, and it will be shy by a yard as they call it second down. They'll check it. It will be first and goal. Just inside the 10-yard line. Atkins calling the signals. Here comes pressure, and here comes the first flags of the day. We'll take a look at the flag situation here as the officials will discuss it. They'll call that against the RGV Dorados. Moves the ball down to the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Texas Power. Clock running. It will run till we get inside the 2-minute mark of the half. Atkins drops back. They pick up the pressure, throws it in the right side. It's incomplete in the direction of Terrence Cooper. That was behind Cooper. No chance really to reel that one in. And it brings up second and goal for the Texas Power. Atkins and company had to start this drive down near their own goal line. Thanks to a fourth down conversion on a pass completed to Javian Brewer. They are now at the 5-yard line on this second and goal play. Looking to throw here will be Atkins. 2 receivers left, another receiver on the left side. Hands it off instead. Running play, diving forward to the 2-yard line, short of the goal line. Devin Godbolt on the carry. And now third down and goal coming up for the Texas Power. Another carry like that, they're in the end zone. Again, there's just not much room to defend back there for the RGV Dorados. Atkins brings them out of the huddle. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side again as Chris Miller joins Terrence Cooper. Another receiver will go in motion this time. That's Javion Brewer to the right side. Miscommunication on the snap, and that will be blown dead. The officials talking it over in a hurry. Meanwhile, play continued for some of those players. And that one will be against the Texas Power. So it'll move them back a little bit, and it remains third down. For the Texas Power. Atkins brings him out of the huddle. 2 receivers left side, single receiver to the right side. On this play, drops back to throw, swings it left side. It's going to be caught there and upended. Down goes Brewer as Joe Mason makes a play for the Dorados. Brewer, no chance for any movement once he caught that ball. Ball back out across the 7-yard line. Fourth and goal for the Power coming up. This drive has taken up some time here in the first quarter. We're already down to the 5:30 mark on this next snap. Power have converted on 1 4th down in this drive. They'll need to get in the end zone or get a penalty of some sort on this play. Atkins out of an empty backfield. Drops back to throw, a deep drop. Now he's going to run with the ball up the middle. Makes one man miss. Dives across the 5, but won't get in. As Sean Potts shuts the door. And the RGV Dorados defense gets another stop. Potts exits the field, and the defense now tries to get this crowd into the ball game. As Darren Daniel and the offense makes their way back out onto the field. First time out, the Dorados turned it over on an interception in the end zone. And we'll see now what Daniel and company can dial up here. They'll start the drive at their own 4-yard line. Appreciate you fans chiming in from New Orleans. Send a shout out to Monique Mallory. Some of the other fans that are also watching this game, give us a shout out. They're watching from Atlanta. And before the first snap here, there'll be a timeout by the Dorados. We'll be back with continued arena football from the arena in Hidalgo. This is the RGV Dorados on Real Sports Live. back here on RioSportsLive.com, and we are back to action after the timeout. Thanks again to the advertisers who assist us in bringing our broadcast to life. Daniel on a first down, sends a man in motion. That's going to be Kevin Short. Pass left-hand side is caught by Arvin Jackson. Drives out across the 10-yard line, and some extracurricular activity after that. Jackson on the completed pass. That'll give a little breathing room to the Dorados, who, just like the Texas Power, have to start a drive deep in their own territory. And now it's 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line. Daniel brings him up to the line. Receiver left-hand side, that's the short side of the field. That's Kevin Short. Receiver goes in motion on the right side. He drops back to throw. Daniel now swings it high and wide outside, intended for Arvin Jackson, way over his head. And an incompleted pass brings up 3rd down for the Dorados. Watching from Dallas, Texas. Appreciate you chiming in from Dallas. Veronica Daniels and Yuboa Daily Life. And also watching from New Orleans. We send a shout out to Devin Bro and company as they're watching these RGV Dorados and the Texas Power. Daniel on a 3rd down play has Arvin Jackson right-hand side. Wide receiver left side is Kevin Short. Jackson goes in motion. Daniel drops back to throw. Waits, fires in direction of Jackson, and did he catch it? Both players go over the boards. They'll rue that. An incomplete pass. Jackson's like, I caught that ball, my friends. I caught it all the way. Nothing doing, says the officials. Terrence Compton they're talking about here. Now, where was Terrence Compton at? Find him here in just a moment. 4th down play for the Dorados. They'll send a man in motion, and Daniel drops back to throw. Has time, fires it deep downfield, looking for a man. Incomplete pass. Looking in the direction of Kevin Short. And so the Dorados turn it over on downs to the Texas Power. 2:28 left here in the first quarter of play. Texas Power bring their offense back out onto the football field. And a quick timeout on the field. We'll be back after this.
Graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here after the timeout. Terrence Compton, by the way, for the Texas Power. Appreciate the heads up there by Bryson Smith, giving us the information. You should see some of these lists they give me. They're handwritten and scribbled, and my writing's terrible. If I gave a list to someone, you wouldn't be able to read half of it. In this case, we got most of it, but Terrence Compton, we got him right and appreciate that. Anyone else out there, if we happen to miss a name, let me know. I don't mind getting corrected and getting him right. Running play, left-hand side, and that goes nowhere as Devin Godbilt is driven backwards. 2 players converge. Leonard Harris was there first for the Dorados. And it brings up 2nd down for the Texas Power. Dorado defense trying to set the tone. Texas Power under the direction of Richard Atkins have good field position to start this drive. Went backwards on 1st down and now set it up on this 2nd down play. Atkins sends a man in motion to the left-hand side. Carl Compton dropping back, looking to throw. Right side, that's incomplete. That was in the direction of Javian Brewer. Incomplete pass. It's quickly 3rd down for the Texas Power. Those watching on our YouTube, be sure you subscribe to our channel. I'll play a commercial a little bit later on that talks about how you can tune in to us on a Roku channel. We've got a 24-hour channel set up now of sports. We'll play replays, also have this game on live and mini games live on our channel. Power on a third down, fumbled ball, picked up though. They'll try to run with it, but nothing doing as Nathaniel Dunn reached up, grabbed the ball carrier, and Devin Godbilt went nowhere. Brings up fourth down for the Texas Power. Ball back outside the 15-yard line. And so the Dorado defense, which has 2 stops under their belt already to start this ball game, have a good chance here to shut this drive down as well. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. Scoreless in the Arena Football ball game between the Texas Power and the RGV Dorados. We'll be back with more after this.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here after the second quarter begins, a long pass play in the back corner of the end zone, and that's going to be an intercepted ball. Here come the Dorados down the left-hand side. One man to beat, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Dorados. That ball went out of the play and back into the play. It was never controlled, and therefore it was never ruled out of bounds. Now the officials will talk it over, and we may have this reverse. Otherwise, Joe Mason a pick 6 and got it as hard as you could get it as that ball went over the boards. Now, I was told the rules in arena football is if the ball goes over the edge, it's ruled out of bounds. It is an interception, and that will be a touchdown for the RGV Dorados, and Joe Mason takes it to the house. Unbelievable the way that ball played out. Receiver was juggling it. Clearly the ball went out of over the boards, but it was juggled back up into play. It was never possessed. And so 6 points on the board for the RGV Dorados on that strange-looking play. Extra point coming up, and they will bring in the kicking team. Holding the ball will be Renato Nunez. And the kicker is Ernesto Thomas. 6-0 ball game. Dorados on the pick 6. Thomas looks for the extra point, and he booms that up and in through the uprights. Dorados lead 7-0. Kickoff after this.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Fans having some fun here at the RGV Dorados game on a Saturday night as the Dorados have opened up a 7-point lead as they get ready to kick the ball off to the Texas Power. After a pick 6, puts them on the board. And the kickoff is underway. Deep kick that goes out of the back of the end zone. So the Texas Power will bring their offense onto the football field. Jamon Brewer. Let's see. Okay, not Javian. Okay, that's another one. They gave us a name, and it was J.A. something A.N. Brewer. appreciate the heads up there, Ray Brewer. That's what I should do. I should just go down the entire roster, let the fans that are watching help me decipher these names. We even called down there, tried to talk to a coach, and quite unsuccessful in getting pronunciation on some of the names for the Texas Power. Our thanks again to the arena here in Hidalgo for providing us a spot from which to broadcast the game, and for the RGV Dorados and the Texas Power allowing us to be here and bring this game to life for fans that are out of the area, in a lot of cases out of the state and sometimes out of the country. Flags on the play before the snap on first down. That'll be offsides against the Dorados. So 5 free yards taxed off against the Dorados, and the Texas Power will have the football right at the midfield stripe. That's the 25-yard line here in arena football. Like I talked to you, it is a 50-yard field. High snap, nice job of the quarterback just getting the football, but then he is drilled down. Big hit delivered that time by the Dorados, as Marco Garcia got right in the grill of Richard Atkins. Dropped him in a hurry. Number 78, Anthony Yaboa. Okay, got that one down too. That was one we were looking at. We got the spelling down. Pronunciation, that's another story. Second down play here. They pick up the rush. That pass is in, nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Over there in the direction of Carl Compton. Now an incomplete pass brings up third down. Once again, Joe Mason over there defensively for the RGV Dorados. Thank you, LaQueen and Brittany. Nick Mathis, number 77. I got that one down. Well, these are Texas Power fans chiming in. Mason lines up on the right side here to the right of the center. And on this third down play, they look to throw, look at right side in the end zone, incomplete. Atkins had a man down there, but that back wall was getting close in a hurry, and Carl Compton kind of checked up in stride. He had broke free, had a good 5-yard separation between any defender. But on the dead run, trying to track that ball down. We talked about this during our weekly show with the Dorado players. That wall to some players is tough to get to. Fourth down play for the Texas Power. Richard Atkins out of a shotgun, drops back to throw. They pick up the rush. Now he's going to run with the ball. Has a little room. Makes one man miss. Drives through another tackle and gets a first down for the Texas Power. Good run that time by Richard Atkins, and a second time in the ball game here in this first half. The Texas Power convert on a fourth down and keep a drive alive. Texas Power, Arturo Gutierrez is out of the Dallas, Texas area. $7-0 game on a pick six by the Dorados. Under center this time, Atkins fakes the handoff, running play right-hand side, and he dives forward. Chased down over there by Xavier Rubin of the RGV Dorados. But a good first down run that time by Atkins. Consecutive runs by Atkins has moved the ball downfield a little further for this Texas Power team. Ball inside the 15. Atkins this time drops back in a shotgun formation. Two backs in the backfield for protection before the snap. Sends one out in motion to the left-hand side. Atkins now ready for the snap. Has it, drops back, has some time, lots of time. Lost a ball in the back corner of the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown for the Texas Power. Power scored the touchdown. And that makes it a 7-6 game. Extra point coming up for the Power. That kind of silences this entire building. Usually they got the music pumping and blasting away and the crowd into it. After that touchdown, this place got really, really quiet. Atkins now ready for the extra point. Keeps Jamon Brewer back there with him. Fakes the handoff, rolls right-hand side, looking, fires it, and it's going to be tipped incomplete. So the Dorados prevent the extra point and maintain the lead. 7-6, Dorados lead. Kickoff after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, that's how you find our Roku channel. And once you get there, we have 24-hour programming. And we have got various platforms in which fans can watch that, but that's becoming our increased better. There's an onside kick attempt, and the Dorados are able to recover that. Heads-up play that time by Ernesto Tamez on the front row to make that play. I want to remind you again, on that Roku channel, we're programming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year with sports programming from the area. That includes live broadcasts, just like what we're going here, pre-recorded stuff from the studio, from on-location shows, which we've been running now this week, and also with replays of some of the bigger games and bigger events that we've had Got some various restaurants that are now tuning in on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week basis. And with content that fans are enjoying 24 hours, 7 days a week, all sports, all day here on Rio Sports. Out of a set formation, Daniel throws the ball. End zone touchdown for the Dorados. Isaiah Jupiter for the score. Daniel spotted Jupiter right down central for the score. And the Dorados up 13-6 and a look for the extra point. One play drive for the RGV Dorados. That didn't take long. Tamez back into the game for the extra point out of the hold of Ronaldo Nunez for the Dorados. Good snap, good placement, ball up and through the uprights. It's good. Dorados up 14-6. Kickoff coming up.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here for the kickoff after the RGV Dorados scored to go up 14-6 in this ball game. Texas Power back to return the kick, and Jamon Brewer stands there waiting for this kick. It is returnable. Brewer will bring it out. Across the 5 in a hurry to the 10. Did not get to the 10 as Darius Dorsey delivers the hit. And down goes Brewer. Texas Power will start the drive now, first down. Both teams are now settling in and starting to find their rhythm. On the offensive end, they've each scored on the last possession. It didn't take long for the Dorados on that last drive, a one-play touchdown pass. And with 8 minutes and counting here in the half, it will be Power football. Atkins brings him out of the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage and sets up 3 receivers out to the right-hand side. Keeps one back in the backfield. Joining him is Devin Godbolt on this first down play. Quick swing pass, setting up a receiver screen. Dorados are there to cover that, and tackle made back near the end zone. They'll go forward progress back outside the 2 to about the 3.5. But the Dorados defense was right there to make the play on that receiver screen to Jamon Brewer. Second down coming up, and now every bit of 16 yards to go for the Texas Power to get a first down. Dorados will be back here in the arena on May the 5th. That's a Sunday night game. We'll be ready for that one as well on the broadcast. Atkins wants it all, fires it down the field, and incomplete pass inside the 10-yard line. That time going for the deep ball. I'm going to hand this over to my wife and see if she sees a number 11 listed on the roster for the Texas Power. I don't see one. So let's reach out to the fans who are watching the game. Number 11, That wide receiver who just went for that pass, not listed on our roster here. Maybe somebody out there knows who that is. That'll help us on the broadcast. Third down play for the Texas Power. Atkins in a shotgun, sends a man in motion, left-hand side, drops back to throw, swings it right side, completes a pass, out across the 10. Brewer stays on his feet, fights to the 15. That's short of first down yardage. And it brings up fourth down for the Texas Power. But a much more manageable situation, as it's just over 5 yards to go for the first down. Versus that 16 yards prior to that play. Out of the huddle, here comes Atkins and the Texas Power. Receiver left-hand side is Terrence Compton. Another receiver right side, that's the short side of the field as they're on that right hash mark. And on this fourth down play, a lot of whistles, and here come the penalty flags. Defender came across the line. Now the question is, was he drawn? As the officials will call that against the Dorados. And that is enough for a first down for the Texas Power. They'll move the chains. First down, that's another fourth down conversion then for the Texas Power here in this ball game in this first half. Clock stops for a moment at 5:01. Now they'll crank it up. We'll go into traditional clock management when we get down to the 2-minute warning here at the arena. On this play, Atkins under center on this first down play. Here comes more penalty flags. Look like motion against the offense. That will be a false start, a 5-yard penalty. Stays first down for the Texas Power. Ball spotted down at the 15-yard line. Remind you again, basketball coverage tomorrow. We've got the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Games. The classes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 split up in a sub-6A and 6A games. Pass play coming up for Atkins. Looks down the right-hand side. Got a man back there, and it is caught for a touchdown. Great catch down there in the end zone. But wait a minute, there's a flag back on the other side of the field. It's going to be a holding call and wave off that score by the Texas Power. Great catch back there in the end zone, but wave it off. I'll leave it in the highlight reel. It was good enough for that. But take points off the board from the Texas Power. Also move the ball back inside the 10-yard line as they break out of the huddle. And it will be still first down. Atkins out of a shotgun. Will take this snap near his end zone. Drops back to throw. Here comes pressure. Gets rid of it. And a sliding catch is not made. That's an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Brings up second down for the Texas Power. First game tomorrow is scheduled to tip off at noon. That'll be a sub-6A girls game, followed by the sub-6A boys. Then the Class 6 girls will take the court, and the Class 6 boys will wrap up the RGV Coaches Basketball Association All-Star Games from PSJA North. I want to invite you to come out and join that in person. If you can't make it, watch it, of course, here on Real Sports Live. Second down play, Atkins from the end zone. Pressured, gets rid of the ball. That's up for grabs, and it's in the stands. And an incomplete pass. Brings up third down. Nice job by Atkins to get rid of that ball. That prevents the safety. And now third and long for the Texas Power. Clock running with 2:29 to go here in the half. Started this day off in Brownsville this morning, getting set up for the playoff soccer game. Now here we are back at night, indoors at the arena in Hidalgo. Atkins sends a man in motion. Nice job of getting that high snap. Now he fires the ball down the left-hand side, and he overthrows his man. Looking for Jamon Brewer. And that's an incomplete pass. Brewer had gotten past Job Mason defensively, but unable to reel that one in. Brings up fourth down for this Texas Power team. I want to remind you our coaches show this week again should be on Wednesday night, coming to you from the Radisson Motel in McAllen, Texas. Timeout on the field. They want to talk it over. We'll be back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on Rio Sports, I got the Kiss Cam going on, so we'll keep that on the screen for right now. Back to action, and the ball is going to be punted and blocked back into the end zone, picked up by the Power, trying to pass it out of the end zone. They will complete a pass, and now come the penalty flags after that play. We'll sort all of this out. That was a punt attempt by the Texas Power that was blocked, but right back to a Texas Power player. And so now we'll let the guys in the pinstripes sort this one out. That's one I ought to keep and ask some officials anytime I have a show. What would you call here? Here's their call. They try to sort it out. Well, the first two guys said, let's go to a third. Bert Ruiz on the camera. We'll try to get him in on the officials. There, we got him. Still talking it over. Here's the call. It's an illegal touch by the kicking team. They'll decline the penalty, and so the Dorados will take over. Fans, you can join us here for broadcast here at the arena. Want to make sure you see what's going on here on Rio Sports, and then come on out and join it. The bigger the crowds we have, the more the atmosphere, the funner these games begin to get. Dorados on this first down play. Last time out, it was a one-play drive for a touchdown. Daniel, before the snap, we get to the 1-minute warning. Timeout on the field. Dorado's up 14-6. Would like to score 6 more before the break or more.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Back here after the timeout, Dorados will run the ball, and Darren Daniels is going to walk into the end zone for the score. And the RGV Dorados, 6 more points on the board. A little extracurricular activity after the play, but Daniel was already in the end zone when they blew that play dead. Daniel on the touchdown. 20-6 your score. I don't think I do see one flag down there on the play. I was going to say I wasn't even sure there was a flag thrown on that. Now we'll sort it out after the Darren Daniel touchdown run. Daniel was on our show this week This Week in Dorado Nation. Head coach Benny King. Interesting conversation with these guys, their journeys through their football life. It's neat to hear where they come from and where they're still hoping to go to. Offsetting penalties on the play, and anytime when you have that many guys get involved in a scrum like that, that's usually the call by the officials. So the play will stand, a touchdown run for Darren Daniel. Another one-play drive for the Dorado offense. And another extra point opportunity here for Tamez as they tee it up for the extra point. Good ball placement, kick is up and away, and it is no good. Extra point, no good. Kickoff coming up, Dorados lead 20-6.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
I want to see some fans dancing around here in the arena. There you go. Having some fun here on a Saturday night. Arena football and the RGV Dorados. Dorados ready to kick the ball off. They lead 20-6. They've led throughout this ball game, starting off with a pick 6. And now the kickoff is underway. Deep kick, and that's going to bounce out of the hands. Now picked up by Brewer. Brings it out. Can't get out of the end zone. Brought down. That'll be a safety. Brewer tried to bring it out. So the Dorados get a point on the safety. That's how a safety works in arena football. And the Texas Power will get possession of the football to start a drive. There's an extra point tacked on the scoreboard. And a 21-6 game. Richard Atkins and company. Take a look at this RGV Dorado defense, which has done a good job of limiting the power to just the 6 points on the board in the first half. 45 seconds remaining, so still time remaining on this type of a field. In some cases, it only takes one play to break one loose and score points. Atkins and company set up first down from their own 5-yard line. He'll take this snap in his end zone, has a receiver behind him even deeper who will go in motion on the left-hand side. Drops back to throw. Atkins has time, throws it right side, incomplete. Mason over there defensively again for the Dorados. But an incomplete pass brings up second down. It also stops the clock. They'll do that inside the 1 minute mark here. And it's second down. Good crowd on hand here again. Plenty of room for you to come out to the next game, May the 5th. Encourage you to come out. It's entertaining to be here in person. Atkins drops that snap. There's a penalty on the play. Swings a pass right side. That's nearly picked off. And now we'll sort out the penalty. Abiel Flores, one of the attorneys at law, that's one of the sponsors here for the RGV Dorados. Also Real Bank. Quick Fire Pizza, one of the sponsors as well. The Radisson Hotel, that's where we hold our shows at on a weekly basis. There's the dance team getting ready to perform here at halftime. Again, the crowd on hand. Meanwhile, second down and now 5 yards to go for the Texas Power. Bad snap. They'll pick the ball up and make something out of nothing. Dancing forward, getting a first down is Devin Godbolt. Dorados are pointing that ball should be taken back. I think that carry's going to count and will stand for the Texas Power. First down for the Power. Clock stops with 28.9 seconds to go as they get the first downs and move the chains. And now Atkins brings him up to the line. Richard Atkins out of a shotgun. One receiver, left-hand side, will go in motion before the snap. Motion, here's a penalty. Quick throw, right side, that's caught out across the midfield area. Should stand, and a penalty will be against the Dorados, but we'll sort it out. Both teams already moving downfield as if this play will count. And it will be called offsides on the defense, and they'll decline the penalty and take the play. Alberto Martinez asking for some tickets for the next game. Hey, watch our next show. We give away family packs of 4 tickets to this game during our show from the Radisson Hotel on Wednesday night. Another penalty. Pass play deep in the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. With 5.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll take a look and see what this penalty is. Fans again having some fun out there as they are waiting for the officials to make the call on the penalty. They'll call that offsides against the RGV Dorados again, and they'll also call an illegal formation. So an offsetting penalty will take us back to 5.8 seconds to go in the half, and another play opportunity here for the Texas Power. Before the snap, officials call for a timeout. Dorados want to talk it over before the end of the half. Back after this.
gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here at the arena in Hidalgo, Texas on a Saturday night, RGV Dorados indoor football taking on the Texas Power, and after the timeout was called, we're still trying to get things set up for them to run this, what should be, we'll just say it this, what could be the final play of the first half between these two teams. Longest 5.8 seconds of the day trying to play out here.
The one and only Piso 21 will be here at the State Farm in Hidalgo Arena.
Pass play in the end zone. That's going to be picked off by the Dorados to close out the half. Defense had a pick six to start the half, and Joe Mason picks it off to close out the first half of play. Dorados with a 21-6 lead. And we'll be back with more after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as they are making their way out of the arena for the halftime break. We'll send up some of the things that are being run right now on the Jumbotron here at the arena. Disney on Ice coming here to town on April 24th through the 29th. Get your tickets for that. Earlier they were showing that Sting will be in town. May 3rd, how about Casting Crowns coming to town? Also, they have more activity here at the arena. Chance for more fans to come in and enjoy different venue options at the arena in Hidalgo. We'll take a break now, and we'll be back with more after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Don't pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.